And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Indiana Hoosiers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game, he has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Hoosiers ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Mobley. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Got his man. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing.
But, and he's got room.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They'll run the counter. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
They put the brakes on it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
That is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the 1st drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
Quick give. It's Beebe. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Drops back. It's Hoover. Left side, it's Barker. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Drives inside. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. There he goes. The 20. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Irish.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
On the run from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He'll set up to throw. Out wide right, it's Marsh. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. going for yardage. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Sells the run, looking to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Straight ahead, it's Richard. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Becker. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Driving forward, it's Beebe. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down to the air. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Back to pass. It's Hoover. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
And the try is no good. Guys, the missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. all over him immediately.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for a gap. It's James. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Throwing. Carr. Gonna take a shot. A full dive to haul that one in. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the run, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. From the gun, it's Richard. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Under pressure. Complete in the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first. Rifles it down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 2nd and long here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Becker. He stopped just a chain link or two. The first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Hoosiers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Hoosiers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Out wide, drafted shot. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 7 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's LSU locked up in a tight one in this matchup of top 10 teams. We haven't even hit the half here today, and it's already shaping up to be an instant classic. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Deep throw off his back foot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. A huge play there, and he has him set up and in business at the 30. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. The run inside. It's Beebe. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This
makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Indiana! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 18, set to kick off.
Bounces through the end zone. It's They'll bring it out to the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Follows his blocks. It's Richard. Stopped in the backfield, and the defense comes out sending a message.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field's this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
I don't know. Maybe he's mad at the offense, so he's not going to let them play with the football. They're just punting on second down. Fields the punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day to give. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Carr rushes on. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Great place to start for this offense. Going to the run, it's Beebe. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. give it to him again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and goal.
Wide 53! Wide 53!
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They've been running it, but now the pass. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. The give is to Williams. They were all over it.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Here's Carr to throw. Rush right in his face. Soft spot in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Hits inside. It's Richard. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Takes the handoff. It's Young. Got enough for the 1st down. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Indiana, 3.
Bringing it out. Sometimes you just have to take the touchback. They get him down at the 4-yard line. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Oh, pressure's coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him staying.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Look out!
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They're trying to get some breathing room from deep in their own territory. Makes the grab. It's shot. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. I could work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the court.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Play action, C.J. Carr. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Out wide right, it's Mobley. Nate got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Nice way to knock that one down.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive, and they're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense knocking that one away.
To the air, it's Hoover. Throwing right. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Sells the fake. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Lets it fly. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Looking for a huge play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This offense has it with really good field position. The give is to Williams. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Throwing, Carr. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air. It's Hoover. He spins that thing down the middle. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They're going to test that run defense to the right here.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Carr. Going over the top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The kick is on its way. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Left side, it's Becker. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Rashad Downs going up top. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to throw again. They're all over him. Good job just to get rid of that one.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Notre
tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Notre Dame, 35. Indiana, 3.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Moves the pocket. It's Hoover. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They go to the counter. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look at LSU.